Has anybody promised you anything, threatened you, or coerced you in any way for you to enter into a plea?
No.
All right, counsel, you can please pardon your client.
Yes, I'd like to direct your attention to June 15th, 2023 and June 22nd, 2003. Did you fail to appear for a probationary instruction?
Yes.
And additionally, while on probation, you did accrue a new charge, correct?
Yes.
Satisfied, Your Honor.
The court is also satisfied the plea is knowing, voluntary, factually accurate. The court will accept your plea to the probation violations. Enter a plea of guilty based upon your, enter a probation violation based upon your plea of guilty, and that would be technical violations 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And counsel?
Your Honor, I saw the recommendation for 60 days jail. I asked that my client get credit for the time that she's been in since December 1st. I'd ask that it run concurrent with the admonishment that she's received from the charge that she just took a plea on. And then furthermore, she did ask that during this time in custody, if possible, she would like the opportunity to be tethered to treatment. Thank you, Judge.
All right, Ms. Bolchak, did you request to be tethered to treatment while you've been on bond?
Yes, just to try to have time. I mean, I don't think I personally need treatment, but I know that that was something that I asked for when I first got arrested. So I'll do the days. I'll do whatever it takes, but I really just want to get home.
Okay, ma'am, let me ask you a couple questions. Number one, if you don't think you need treatment, why did you ask to go to treatment?
I was trying to have like the days made up. I don't know if I don't really know. Because
ma'am, you asked for treatment, so why did you ask for treatment?
Get out of jail.
I'm sorry?
To not have jail time.
Oh, that's what I thought. Okay, so, and you don't think you need treatment? Given what's been going on with you the last year, you don't think you need treatment?
Honestly, no. I really found myself in here. I've been spending time with myself. I don't know. I don't feel like I need a guy or anything. I don't know. I just want to get going on life.
Well, ma'am, the way you've been going on life, not a great start. How old are you?
25.
25. And now you have 3 drug-related convictions. 3. Your under advisement status is revoked. You had an opportunity to not have your possession charge on your record, and you didn't do a darn thing with probation. Not at all. You just ghosted us.
I know. If I get probation this time, I told myself, like, you know, it would be at least 6 months. That's all I would really need to get like clean, and you know, by summertime I'd be, you know, working. I really want to get a car. But aside from the job thing, just, you know, I want to draw and make music, and I don't know. I just want to do things for myself, and I like coffee again. I don't know, just things I've been drinking a lot of water. There's just a lot of things I wasn't doing before that like I've been doing since I've been in here. So I haven't been.
Ma'am, part of the concern, right, is when you get out, how are you going to continue to do stuff, right? That's part of what treatment is, and you don't think you need treatment. So
I've been to treatment 7 times. I've been to treatment like 7 times. I don't know. I know how to work the program. I know to go to a meeting when I need to. I know there's just different times. I know.
So you go through the motion. You go through the motions. So you just go through the motions. You don't really receive what it is that you're getting.
I really think I've learned a different way. I've been incarcerated this time, ma'am. I don't know. It's just, it feels different. It feels really different.
Well, here's what,
Willing to go to any probation that you think we need to, but,
Judge, we're ready to hear the sentencing. We are ready to proceed, Judge.
yes, no, man, you're not getting probation, I can tell you that much. The court's going to, on 23405, the court's going to adopt the recommendation, revoke probation, close the case without improvement, $50 probation violation fee, 60 days jail. On 23739, the court's going to adopt the recommendation. Your under advisement status is revoked, your probation is revoked, $50 probation violation fee, 60 days jail. The court will know that that will be served concurrent. And then the court's going to also order on 232479, the court's going to order 93 days jail. Credit for your 15 days. That's consecutive with 23739 and 23405. And the court will suspend your fines and costs on that, on this matter.
what?
Any questions, counsel?
No, Your Honor.
Any questions, ma'am?
So, how many days?
Well, 60 on your probation violations plus 93, plus 15. So that's going to be, I can tell you exactly what that is, ma'am.
They only been walking.
Is there any way I could do treatment?
138 days.
Is there any way I could do treatment?
And you told this court you don't need treatment.
Okay,
No, you told this court, the only reason you said that is because you didn't want to do the jail time.
no, that's not,
So you can do the jail time.
ma'am, I'll do treatment.
And quite frankly, ma'am, with your lengthy warrant status and you're absconding from probation, I'm not sure that you would not abscond from your treatment provider.
Ma'am, I can't do 130 days.
Yeah, you said you didn't need treatment.
I do.
The problem was, when I went to sheriff, I got some people over.
I need help with housing when I get out of here. I'm gonna need,
I'm sorry?
I need help with housing when I leave here. You know, I have my,
Okay, I need that talking in the background to please stop.
somebody in.
My court recorders indicated our record is a mess because of all the talking in the background. And what was that, Ms. Bolchak?
Hey, I really don't, I think I need treatment instead.
Ma'am, you were very clear. You've been to treatment 7 times and you don't need treatment anymore.
No, I
You
do.
know how to work the program.
No, I got a little ahead of myself. That's what I asked for when I first came in. Because I do have a drug.
Judge, potentially, Judge, I know that potentially she might be asking for some sort of mental health treatment, but I understand this docket does need to be moved along. So if necessary, we have to have the matter recalled later in the morning to potentially have it reevaluated. But I understand the docket does need to move along, Your Honor. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Ms. Bolchak, I'm not ordering treatment for you at this point because you stated that you don't need treatment and you only asked for it so that you didn't have to do jail time. Given that and the fact that you had absconded from probation with this court, the court is concerned that you're not going to abscond from treatment. So at this point, 138 days is what you're going to serve, ma'am. We're all done. Thank you. Off the record. Have a good day.
What we just witnessed is a textbook example of how credibility can make or completely break a defendant's outcome in court. Let's break this down clearly, because there are several critical moments here that directly led to that 138-day sentence. First, the legal foundation. The defendant wasn't just facing a new issue, she was already on probation. That means the court had previously given her an opportunity to avoid harsher penalties, likely with conditions like staying out of trouble, attending required meetings, and showing up to court. But instead, she failed to appear, picked up a new charge, and essentially violated the court's trust multiple times. Now here's where things really shifted. When her attorney mentioned treatment, that could have been a turning point. Courts often view treatment as a positive step, especially in cases involving substance-related offenses. It shows willingness to address the root problem rather than just avoid punishment. But the moment the judge asked, "Do you think you need treatment?" everything changed. Her answer? No. And that single statement carried massive consequences. Because from the judge's perspective, this created a contradiction. On one hand, she's asking for treatment. On the other, she's admitting she doesn't actually believe she needs it. And when she later clarifies that she only requested treatment to avoid jail time, it completely undermines her credibility. In legal settings, credibility is everything. Judges rely on it to determine whether someone is being genuine, whether they can follow court orders, and whether alternatives like probation or treatment are even worth considering. And in this case, the judge made it very clear this wasn't just about one mistake. This was a pattern. 3 prior drug-related convictions. Multiple treatment attempts, 7, according to her own statement. A history of not complying with probation. And then, during one of the most important moments in court, inconsistent answers about something as serious as treatment. From a legal standpoint, the judge's decision makes sense. If someone openly admits they don't believe they need help and only asks for it when jail becomes real, the court has very little reason to believe that treatment would be effective or even followed through. Now let's talk about the sentencing itself. The total came out to 138 days combining multiple violations and charges. Some portions were concurrent, meaning they run at the same time, but others were consecutive, which is how that total added up. The judge also revoked probation and under advisement status, which essentially removes any previous leniency the defendant had been given. And then comes the final crucial moment. After hearing the full sentence, the defendant suddenly changes her stance, saying she does need treatment. But by that point, it's too late. Because in the courtroom, timing matters just as much as honesty. And last-minute reversals, especially after being directly questioned, often come across as reactive rather than genuine. So here's the real question for you. Do you think the judge made the right call here? Should the court have still considered treatment despite the contradictions? Or was jail time the only realistic option given her history and statements? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm genuinely curious to hear where you stand on this one. And if you found this breakdown insightful, make sure to hit that like button, share this video with someone who's into real courtroom drama, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping cases just like this.